Alright, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do the thing. What? You're doing what? What are you doing? What's going on? I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do the thing. What do you gotta do? Oh, you started. You started the live show? Yeah. I mean, you guys were supposed to be ready. We talked about this yesterday. Your lack of punctuality. It's becoming a disruption for me and the fans. That's not the case. It's not disrupting anything. Everything is fine. Joe is here. What is up, everyone? And thank you for checking out Don't Say the F Word. We are a pro wrestling and combat sports podcast. We do not use the F word when we talk about professional wrestling. It's Monday, and we're going to be previewing WWE Raw. If you're not watching this on Monday, you're probably going to know what happened already. But these guys are probably going to talk a whole lot of stuff. Jeremy's probably going to complain about The Rock for some reason. And okay, first of all, that's not all I do. I don't just complain about The Rock. Will I complain about The Rock? It is a strong possibility, but that's not all I'm going to do. It might be all that he does. It will not be all that I do. Listen, just let me do my thing here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sing our special YouTube intro music. I love YouTube, do, and Google, do. I love YouTube. This isn't just to mess with the algorithm and get more people to subscribe, but it seems to be working. Dude, I don't know that that's... I guess. I guess that seems to be... It absolutely is working. Everyone, right now, real quick, while he's not paying attention, go ahead and like this, subscribe, leave a comment. Do you have cupcakes at your house? Go get one and throw it at the wall. Hey. No. Don't. I was listening. I heard you tell them to do that. Why do you insist on inciting chaos at every turn? Listen. Just get the cupcake, right? Lick the frosting. Not all of it, though. Just get a good lick when you're hopped up on sugar and just whip that thing right at the wall. Icing side first. And get a good splat sound. You can't tell people to do. Don't do that. That's not good advice, Mark. Like, that's not what you tell people to do. Impressionable children or impressionable adults are probably watching this, and they're just going to start throwing cupcakes. What if they throw muffins? Why would you throw a muffin? It doesn't make any sense. What? I mean, it's not a cupcake. You seem to be upset about throwing cupcakes. And if I have them throw muffins, they're not throwing cupcakes. Joe, it's not that Instagram doesn't like you. Joe seems to not be able to join Jeremy. Fix it. What? Well, maybe he doesn't have his phone plugged in. That can't be the problem. I think he's using one of those AOL discs you guys speak so fondly about. You know, I talk about those AOL discs. I never used one. Never. I don't know why Joe can't get in here. I don't know. Joe, are you connected to your Wi-Fi? Is that the issue you're having? Joe might be using the old Wi-Fi. Might be Wi-Fi. Plug in your Ethernet cable, Joe. Maybe that'll help you get in here. Oh, look at that. We got a president join us. That's not the president. That's not. Yeah. Hey, Donald Trump. We're both orange. That's important. That's not Donald Trump. That's not what that person's Instagram is. Thank you for joining us. You don't know. Us orange guys, we gotta stick together, right? I mean, I guess so. It says Joe's trying to join. It says right here, we're accepting. I don't know what his problem is. He's running late like always. Listen, you are obsessed with people being punctual, and I don't understand it. If you're not early, you're late. Where did you hear that? I read it on Instagram. Listen. There's a lot of listen. That's toxic punctuality is what that is. That's a thing. It's a thing, and it's unnecessary. You hear it too often. It's all over social media. And what was the line? If you're not early, you're late. Yeah, that is said by people who don't have to be anywhere on time. That's just nonsense. It's nonsense things that people say that they think are motivational. It's just stupid. If at your job, the most important thing is that you're there on time, you are not very important at your job. Yeah, I know, that's crazy, right? But if your only claim to doing a good job is that you're on time, I don't really know what value you're bringing to the organization as a whole. Are you saying I don't bring value? No, I'm saying that the value you bring isn't you just being on time. It's not what it is. It's you bring other things to the table, like quality T-shirt design. Okay, the Tsunami Physics shirt is not your design. It's my design. I designed this shirt. It's available at our merch table, and a portion of all the profits actually go to the Lorain County Dog Kennel. We don't keep any of the profits from the merch table. Joe, I'm accepting you to be here. I don't know why you're not getting in. We gotta figure out why Joe's not getting in here, Mark. Did you unplug something? Joe, let me see if I gotta plug something back in. And he's gonna get right in here. Don't look up my nose. That's weird to do. I mean, how many of you are looking up my nose? Show of hands. All right, don't be like that. Let me just plug. I got this cord here. Ow! I got zapped. I'm not doing this anymore. I got zapped. How did you get? You didn't get zapped on the. He didn't get zapped. He did not get electrocuted. Joe, I don't know why you can't get in here, man. I don't know what the issue is. I don't think it's a me problem. It definitely seems like this is a you problem. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because you got an iPhone. I guess maybe I need to start looking for a new co-host. So anyone who wants to join the show, go ahead and send in your applications to Mark the Monster. Do I have an email? You don't have an email. That's not. You don't have that. It's we're not. You can DM us. Attention, Mark the Monster. I want to be your guest co-host. We're not replacing Joe. If he can't get it here on time, I'm gonna replace him. No, you're not. That's not. You don't even get to make those kinds of decisions. It's not what you do here. Oh. So what? You're just the decision guy? Because you made the whole thing, right? I mean, yeah, pretty much. That's how this works, Mark. I can't believe that's what you would. I just feel like I should have some sort of power to replace Joe if need be. I mean, listen, you can. I mean, you're also a co-host, but you're not replacing Joe just because he can't get here on time. He's very critical of me not being punctual, but then he doesn't show up on time. I don't get it. I don't understand. Don't understand. You know, Trunks is here. I don't know. I don't know what Joe's problem is. He'll be here any minute, but guys, we're gonna be previewing Monday Night Raw tonight. We're gonna talk a little bit about the potential of the winner of the Elimination Chamber being one Charles Montgomery Punk. You really think CM Punk's gonna win? Man, I don't. I think it's got to be Cena, right? It's John Cena has to win. Panther. Oh, look at that. Panther's here. Hey, Panther. Joe's not here. He's wandering around, stuck in traffic. I don't know why Joe can't get in here. Joe. It just says you're unable to join. I don't know why Joe is unable. Because he's here already, Mark. Where were you at?
I was here, y'all. I was here.
Oh, you see this? Panthers claiming that CM Punk stands for Chicago Made Punk. I think it's Charles Montgomery.
It? I heard it was Chick Magnet.
Maybe it's Cookie Monster.
It's not.
Joe, I'm glad you could work us into your busy schedule today. Thanks for showing up.
But I don't know who could be Chick Magnet, Chicago Made, or Chocolate Monster. There goes Chocolate Monster.
I think it is actually Chick Magnet. I think they got like cooked macaroni. Everyone, drop your drop. I think it's official. It is Chick Magnet. But what's a better option? What's a better option for the CM for CM Punk? I like Charles Montgomery personally. I think Charles Montgomery Punk. I think it rolls right off the tongue.
Well, in the beginning, it was Chick Magnet, but if it wasn't Chick Magnet, I would say Chicago Made or Chick Magnet. But then
Chicago Made sounds good just because of SLC Punk. Because that was a good movie.
Or you could do Crazy Man Punk.
Crazy Man Punk? We could go Crazy Man Punk, I guess.
Or
I think cooked macaroni is good.
Or Crazy Maniac Punk.
Yeah. Cheesy Midget? You can't say midget. Oh, shit. Cheesy macaroni? And that Panther already used macaroni. I can't just go reusing macaroni.
You use macaroni?
The Panther already used it. Regardless.
Cook. You ain't saying cheesy. Just cook.
We're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna address causing madness, Punk. Ooh, I feared for my life. Oh, why you gotta take shots at Tony Khan? Look at this. All right, live on Instagram right here in our comments. Panthers taking shots at Tony Khan. And if you're on YouTube or Spotify, you're missing all this goodness. So, yeah, make sure you follow us on Instagram. There, I did my job.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Joe sent me a thing, and it's a fan theory of we're going to have CM Punk winning the Chamber and Cody selling his hole to The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's not whole. Did I know what The Rock asked for? I thought The Rock asked for Cody's hole. He asked for his soul. Don't make this weird. Oh, sorry.
No problem.
So Cody's going to give his soul to The Rock. And then Punk's going to win the Chamber. So we're getting Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk at WrestleMania, which totally negates my whole CM Punk's never going to main event night 2 of WrestleMania. And
remember,
there's going to be a ref bump, and the Rock's going to try to help Cody, and they're never going to call out what the favor is that Punk asked for from Paul, but the favor is going to be Roman Reigns prevents The Rock from interfering.
And,
we got you on wrestling. Yep. We got a comment coming in live on Instagram, and this is something we are going to talk about. They're asking any idea on WWE viewership dropping on Netflix. I shared a post about this maybe an hour ago, and we're going to talk about that. So stick around. We're definitely talking about this.
I got the answer too. Yep.
Joe's got the answer. I got the theory. So we'll see what we got here. But yeah, so the idea would be that Roman Reigns would then prevent The Rock from keeping CM Punk from winning, from keeping Cody from losing the title. So CM Punk wins the title at WrestleMania with the help of Roman Reigns, maybe not helping him, but at least preventing The Rock from interfering to set up the Rock versus Roman for Mania next year. But Roman versus who in between? Like, that's my thing with the whole thing. If the idea is we're not going to get Roman Rock till Mania 42,
simple.
Right? Or maybe 43.
42.
What's next year's Mania? This year's
42.
Next year's
42.
Yeah.
Next year 42.
So I don't like this theory. And I'm going to tell you why I don't like this theory out the gate. I don't like this theory because this means CM Punk main events Mania, and I'm on record saying he will never main event night 2 of WrestleMania. And if this happens, then I'm wrong. And granted, I'm wrong all the time. I don't want to be wrong about this. I just don't want to be wrong about this. Joe, do you like this theory? Do you like the idea that Punk wins the Chamber and goes on to face Cody?
I say I kind of like it because it wouldn't have that triple threat with Seth Roman in it. But then again, it'll think my theory that Cena would not headline WrestleMania and he'll win that belt at SummerSlam. Yeah, keep one thing in mind.
So, what belt do you think Cena would win at SummerSlam? Do you think it would be Cena versus Punk at SummerSlam?
I'll say he probably gonna be a SmackDown. I'll say he's gonna be a SmackDown, undisputed, unless
SmackDown could certainly use CM Punk and John Cena because it's not only Raw's viewership that's dropping, SmackDown is also down. More on that in just a few minutes.
But I would say it would be cool to see. Well, he already won the Chamber 1 year before. CM Punk won it before. When he had the belt, he had the belt Chamber match. He went in, came out, champion.
Yeah.
I would say, statistic-wise, CM Punk could be your winner. Cena always has bad luck in the Chamber. Seth never been in it. Drew had one. And Logan Paul, this is his first one as well.
No, Logan Paul was in the Chamber.
He was?
Yeah, remember he got eliminated and he came back in and cost Seth to win, I think?
I thought he just came in and
Did he just come in? Maybe that was it. Maybe he just came in and did it.
He just came in.
We got a view on wrestling. How about The Rock joins the new bloodline or the OG bloodline, kicks Roman out, and merges with Solo's group, all against Roman and building up to Mania? Well, this poses a question. Is Roman still in a bloodline?
I think.
I'm
going to say this.
What kind of a question is that? He's the tribal chief.
Now, I'm going to say the new bloodline starting to crack. But the OG bloodline, I'm going to say they are going to be just your team at Survivor Series. There we go. They're going to be the War Game team. That's when they come along. I say they're going to be, that's what you're going to see them.
There's going to be a War Game scene. Trunk said, yeah, he was writing on the glass in the chamber about KO. Logan was. Yeah, Logan Paul was in a chamber before.
Okay.
So, are you going to go to your seat now? Why do I got to leave? Dude, I mean, all right. Listen. So we really have 3 people circling around the chamber. I mean, I feel like John Cena, for me, John Cena makes sense to win because the direction WWE is kind of headed. And the way WWE is going is the reason why I think we're seeing the ratings drop for Raw on Netflix, which has lost like 30% viewership or something like that since its debut on Netflix. Hold on, I have it in my notes from my post earlier. Oh, sorry, it's lost 60% of the fan base since the debut. Mm-hmm. That was gonna happen, but in 1 week, NXT dropped 100,000 viewers. SmackDown is down 700,000 viewers from the same week last year. Essentially negative comping 700,000 eyeballs. Well, sets of eyeballs. I think John Cena winning the chamber is part of the same problem that they have going that I think they will continue with. Nostalgia only goes so far. I think one issue on Netflix, and I think for WWE TV altogether is in fact the John Cena retirement tour. What they tell us last year, or at least what were we led to believe last year about John Cena's retirement tour?
He will be here at all pay-per-views and 35 to 40 matches.
And at one point, weren't we told Cena was going to be full-time?
Full-time.
Which led us to think Cena was going to be on every show.
Mm.
And that's not happened. And
no.
Whenever you're bringing back eyeballs based on nostalgia, lapsed wrestling fans, and fans who maybe aren't real wrestling fans, but they know who John Cena is. And they tune in, and he's not there. If they're tuning in for John Cena and they don't see him, they're not going to stick around.
Mm-hmm.
So you think it was kind of a bait and switch scenario? I think.
No.
I think a lot of people feel like it was a bait and switch scenario, that they were told they were going to get John Cena on Netflix and maybe even USA, and then they aren't getting John Cena, and they're like, well, I don't know who Finn Balor is. You know, I think a lot of people don't know the current talent, and that's not WWE's fault, because they certainly, every show, introduce the product to you like it's your first time watching. But if you're tuning in for Cena and you don't get him, why are you going to tune in next week? Maybe too many writers?
Nah.
I think right now, I don't think it's a matter of too many writers, because right now the bulk of WWE makes sense. This isn't like a couple years ago. This isn't 2018, 2019 WWE where you're tuning in and you're watching Raw and they're acting like the previous week didn't even happen. So we're not getting that. I think a little bit of the bait and switch with Cena, and I think there's a major WWE problem. But Joe, before we get to what I think the major WWE problem is, I would love to hear your thoughts on why NXT has seen a decline in viewership after setting a record in viewership. SmackDown is down from last year. Please don't say channel change, which, I mean, that's a given, but we're criticizing. You go from Big Fox to USA, you're dropping viewers. And Raw's down since the debut on Netflix. Why do you think it is?
I can say this. I don't think they fully understand the term of streaming service and how they get their viewerships just yet. I would say with the streaming service, they go based off of certain people's plans. And since they go off of that, you got to realize when Raw went to Netflix, prices jumped up again. They went back up. So certain people don't want to pay that. Now, if you do your little cheat sheet and just jump on somebody's plan and then boom, say, yes, I'm here traveling, you can watch the Netflix on whatever device.
Yeah, but they had that at the debut. How people use Netflix hasn't changed in a month. There's no Monday Night Football. Do you really think people right now in 2025 don't watch Netflix? Yeah, I think tons of people watch Netflix, but I think the conversation about the viewership drop needs to be a conversation. But I will say, I always say this: the viewership and ratings numbers don't matter as much as they kind of get made to matter. It's just that it's kind of a convoluted metric.
But if I had to put,
because you can't factor in piracy.
If I had to put it this way, I would say this. This is my last thing. I would say it would have been better if Raw went to Paramount Plus because they deal with more live television than Netflix. And Raw is like the only live show they'll have.
Right now.
Unless,
right now. They've done live boxing.
They've done live boxing, but if you look at Paramount Plus or Peacock, they all got the live shows. And if they stuck with that, either stuck with Peacock.
Do you think there's an issue with the way Netflix presents Raw?
I think there's an issue.
I think they do a great job with the presentation of Raw. I mean, you can't go onto your Netflix and not know that WWE is on Netflix.
Yeah,
they advertise it.
I know they have it. They even got it on a time clock when it starts.
Yeah, I think they do a fantastic job.
But I'm just saying, and knowing Netflix, a majority of people just don't want to pay $8 to $15 or $20 just to watch one thing.
I mean, but there's so much content on Netflix.
There's lots of reruns.
And
some of this.
I was a early bird of streaming things. Back when we talk about Blu-rays versus HD DVDs, I remember saying back then, none of that shit matters. Everything's going to be streaming. No one's going to be watching disc. Like, it's going to be it's just all going to be streaming services. Mm-hmm. I don't think the issue is Netflix because I mean, just about everyone either has a Netflix account in their household or has access to someone's Netflix account in their household.
Mm-hmm.
I addressed, I think, the nostalgia thing. You were going to have that big initial like ratings thing that was going to happen. The drop off was going to be there. 60% drop off. Now I have not fact checked that number, so I'll make sure I clarify that. It's just what I seen reported. A 60% drop from your debut in a month and a half is staggering because I wouldn't have thought it would be that much. Which brings them to about their normal viewership, though. Like, they were around like 2 million whatever per week on USA. They're seeing about that whenever they're. The reality is that 6 days after it airs, no one's going back and watching Brawl. So Trunks only went back, and since Raw is easily digestible on Netflix, that's whenever he got back into watching Raw. And I think it's great for that. We go back to like 2014, 2015-ish era whenever I started trying to get back into watching pro wrestling and watching WWE. I was watching the Hulu replay, and I was watching it mostly on fast forward. How bad Raw was then.
Oh, you watched the 90-minute version.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. First of all, you go back to that era. I mean, you go back just to 2019. You go back to early 2020. And a 3-hour Raw was hard to get through. It was rough. Even if you were watching a replay, it was still a rough show to watch.
I watched it.
One thing that this is, to me, personally, in this moment, the biggest issue WWE faces today across all their programming. I'm throwing NXT in there, even though I'm not a regular NXT watcher. So here's the thing, is that nothing ever happens. Weekly WWE programming, even premium live events, nothing happens. The show takes place. And this is one thing that I always take so much criticism from, I don't want to say WWE stands, but I think that's probably a fair statement. Whenever I say something positive about AEW puts it together matches where there's at least a match a week where the winner surprises me. Right? I get surprised on the winner sometimes, and often in AEW. When's the last time something happened on WWE that you were surprised? Punk's return?
Well, besides Jay winning the Rumble, and
Jay winning the Rumble was surprising because everything else seemed like it was like a no-brainer. I mean, just before Jay winning the Rumble, we were talking about they're probably going to have to put the Usos back together because having Jay just consistently lose isn't doing wonders for the guy, even though he's the top merch seller.
mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Jay winning the Rumble was surprising. But if you're a lapsed wrestling fan or I don't like the word casual, but I'll say it, a casual wrestling fan, that's not enough shocker, right? Like, take someone who's lapsed from the Attitude Era or Ruthless Aggression era. Like, let's say that's the last time you were, really watching WWE program where shocking shit happened all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You tune in, titles never change hands. Yeah. Too much wrestling content, no bigger than life superstars, slow storyline progression, no hooks to end most shows, and the catering to a younger audience. So I like long-term storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
I do like it. But in long-term storytelling, there still has to be a payoff that happens over time. Like you can't have nothing happen until something happens. You can have a little something happen in between. There's no real cliffhangers to end the show. There's not a lot to like. They're never ending Raw, leaving you hanging to tune in next week like they used to. Or like, what the hell's going on here? And we're off the air. I'm not saying every show needs to end like that, but if you want to keep those casual eyeballs, there's kind of got to be a reason they tune in next week. Because if they're not seeing their John Cena's on a weekly basis, if they're not going to tune in and see a new champion crowned, are they tuning in for the matches? Because WWE repeatedly said, and The Rock said it, it's not even about the matches. I think that might be very, very wrong. If everything else is great, your wrestling show doesn't have to be about the matches. By which I mean, if the promos are great, and they got to be great, they can't just be good. I mean, we're talking great promos have to happen for your wrestling to not matter. What's the most important thing in pro wrestling? It's the entrance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for the entrances to be great, your entrance music has to be great, and everyone has garbage entrance music except for Cody and Jey Uso.
That's Rebel, y'all. That's Rebel. Yeah, that's the one thing. They could have stayed with the one that they had before, but royalties. But then Death Rebel came in, just gave everyone. Some of them got some good songs. I would say Carmelo, Trick Williams, and Austin Theory's song was good till the remix of it. It was good too. it was good till they did that crazy remix to it, put words to it.
I like AJ Styles' entrance.
I think that was with the other group, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like at the Royal Rumble. You didn't know who was who when they all came out. I'm like,
everybody was the same song. It all sounds the same. Yeah. Who's the best promo guy on Monday Night Raw?
Promo guy right now, Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, who's the best promo? And I'm gonna say if you're gonna pick Jey Uso, I'm gonna need you to stand on that and take out the entrance. Without the fan interaction, is he the best promo guy? Now I will say he can deliver a great promo, but is he the best promo on Raw?
Well, they just got some new faces on Raw. So if I had to pick, I would say since I'll give it to Grayson Waller.
Grayson,
Since he on.
yeah, Grayson Waller is the best promo guy on Monday Night Raw. Holy
Hey,
shit.
hey, he might be from his accent, but he know what he's doing on the microphone. I'm just saying, he knows what he's doing. He knows how to get heat. He knows how to get your attention with his promo.
So I feel, and everyone watch on Instagram, feel free, if you're YouTube, Spotify, drop in there, who you think the best promo is on Raw. It's tricky. I mean, my brain wants to say CM Punk, just because he has delivered a tons of great promos throughout his career. Since he's been back, there's not one that stands out in my brain. And whenever I try and think of, like, you know, promos are what you really, like, you need good promos to recapture casual fans, to recapture a lapsed fan. You need a strong promo because you have two different generations that grew up on Austin and Rock, or they grew up on John Cena and Kurt Angle and Triple H, delivering memorable promos. And whenever I, like, you know, I said my brain wants to say Punk, my heart wants to say Gunther. And even though Gunther's promos are good week in and week out, has Gunther ever delivered a memorable promo? Jacob Fatu is a great sleeper promo. He is very intense, but Jacob Fatu is SmackDown. But as we look at Raw, Seth is consistent with his promos, but has Seth Rollins delivered a memorable promo? And when I say memorable, I'm talking Hard Times. Who's delivered the Dusty Rhodes Hard Times promo? No one's given us an Austin 316. No one's given us a I Am the Game. There's no generational promo right now in WWE. Who's the guy? No pipe bomb.
Brian Breaker got some good promos coming up. He's doing good with his promos.
Who?
Brian Breaker. He's starting to do good with some of his promos.
They're good, but are they great? They're not great.
They're great when he in the mood to defend that title and take whoever gets in his way. They're good.
I think Jey Uso has the ability to deliver a great promo, but oddly, whenever he's been on the cusp of a great promo, the crowd interaction takes away from it. Everyone's yeeting, and you almost lose the emotion of the promo. Man, we got a good one. Kevin Owens does deliver some damn good promos. Kevin Owens is a really good promo guy, but
he's on SmackDown.
He needs an Austin 316 moment.
If I had to say, if you go back and look out of Jimmy and Jay, Jimmy was always the best on the promo than Jay was.
I mean, I've seen a lot of people saying that, like, Jimmy's the better promo guy than Jay, but Jay has the fans behind him. I mean, it's
I mean, if you go
sing along with Jey Uso pretty much, and it's funny because it's like no one did that to Jericho. Like,
yeah. I mean,
and it's so cool. It's so cool.
Yeah, but you look at Jimmy and Jay when they were the Usos, and they had the title, and they went to their bad side with the new gimmick and everything. If you listen to how Jimmy did most of the majority of the promo, how he had all the fans behind him, and Jay was still doing like the little yeet but oos instead.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think there's a lot of factors. I think one big thing in WWE right now for, like, declining ratings and viewership is that as hot as WWE is right now, their best story is behind them. The best story they were telling was the Bloodline story, and it's in the rear view. And we're getting further away from that. I think too much focus on the attempt to be cinema still when the movie ended.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of essentially in the spin-off TV show from the Bloodline movie.
Yeah.
Like, The Rock saying that it's not that the story doesn't have to be told with a match. I don't agree with that logic. And I'm a guy who loves a great story. I love being told a good story, but man, there has to be a payoff, and it has to happen inside the ring. KO can do it all. Yeah, view on wrestling or our comments live on Instagram. Yeah, Jay could do it all too. It'd be interesting to see, as big of a baby face as Jey Uso is right now, what his heel turn looks like down the road.
I think they're gonna turn him heel.
Let me ask you. We'll move on to a little bit of the Raw preview, but I just want to ask this question of everyone right now. In this moment, do you guys think Cody Rhodes sells his soul to The Rock, and we get heel Cody Rhodes?
Yes.
You're saying yes.
I'm saying yes because as of right now, to your little Jimmy out there, they like him, but casual fans.
Trunk says yes.
He's starting to get kind of boring, just walking down to the ring with the belt, doing this little deep voice talk like.
And everyone says yes. Everybody says. I wish our boy Steroid Steve was with us today because he hates Cody Rhodes with a passion. I would love to get his take.
But if I'm just saying, I know all the little Jimmies, the little kiddos, they like him. They dress up at him when they go to the shows. But you gotta look at it from the other side now. We gotta get the business, and the business is you want a main champion. Your champion, nobody in this record can be a Cena. And let's just throw it out there, y'all. There will never be a Cena, a babyface run for 17 years as the face, as a babyface.
Here's my
no one can ever do that.
And longtime viewers of the show know that I have said this forever. Cody Rhodes never turned face. When Cody left WWE, Cody hit the indie scene as a heel, and he never turned face. It didn't happen. He's kind of always been a heel. Even his behavior in WWE, he's done a lot of heel things, and he said a lot of heel things. But with all that, I actually don't. Well, I don't think Cody sells his soul to The Rock. I think they're going to tease it. I think they're going to lead us to think it. And I think the swerve will be he works The Rock, and he's the ultimate babyface yet again. And someone else sells out to The Rock.
Okay. Well, let's just say this. He doesn't sell his soul. But what if The Rock just uses his power and say it's going to be a triple threat with me in that match with you and whoever wins the chamber?
I think it's going to be... Okay, let me not say I think it's going to be. Let me say if I had the pencil.
There you go. That'd work out.
If I had the pencil, I would do the idea that Cody is like, says yes. And we get that little brief, Cody's aligned with The Rock, and the fans turn, and it's just an immediate swerve, and he just attacks The Rock, whatever. Like, he says yes in ring at Elimination Chamber, and then he hits Rock with Crossroads. And then we have Cody versus Rock, authority figure Rock, to give us our Austin versus McMahon, where Cody's the ultimate babyface versus evil Rock. Now, you can't have Rock on TV every week, but Rock can film shit for his Instagram, and he can film packages of he's going to screw with Cody at every turn and stack the odds against him. And I think I think CM Punk sells his soul to The Rock and utilizes selling his soul to The Rock and the favor from Heyman to throw him into the main event at Mania because he's going to lose at the Chamber. Cena's going to win. Cena versus Cody versus CM Punk at Mania. Triple threat thanks to The Rock and Paul Heyman conspiring to throw CM Punk in there to stack the odds against Cody Rhodes because Cody is going to be the ultimate white meat baby face opposite The Rock.
Okay.
There's no way they turn him heel. Because what are you gonna do? Are you gonna have Hogan Bash at the Beach moment where fans are throwing trash in the ring? Are you gonna hurt your merch? Because what do you got? Who do you got to carry your merch? Jey Uso's Yeetin? Man, we only got till about 2026 before people stop wearing the Yeet shirt. I mean, not me. I still got mine. I'll rock it, but I'm old. That the word died in 2018. What is he gonna do? Is his next shirt gonna be YOLO?
Nah, I think.
And go for Shizzle my drizzle?
I think.
What's the next shit he's gonna do?
I'll say that even if he did turn heel, people would still buy that shirt.
The
kids would still buy
shirt?
Cody Rhodes shirt. They'll still buy it.
How are you gonna sell Cody merchandise with him as a heel? Who's gonna cheer? Who's gonna cheer for heel Cody Rhodes?
Us dads that want to see villains.
Oh, so we're gonna work the 40+ group into who don't like Cody because he's for the kids. So is the group that went and cheered Hollywood Hogan is gonna be the group that's gonna cheer heel Cody Rhodes?
There we go, y'all. That's what it's gonna be.
It's kind of funny how the teenagers of the mid-90s cheered Hollywood Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
Those are going to be the same guys now who you think are going to cheer heel Cody Rhodes?
Yeah.
As long as it says, whoa, they'll buy it. Maybe, man, maybe. Raw tonight, we're going to hear from Gunther. He'll run down Jey Uso. There'll be a brawl. We're going to hear from Rhea Ripley. We got a women's tag match. We got women's IC title. And we have a triple threat. Pete Dunne, Penta, and
thank you.
Kaiser. 40+ club. That's all of us, right? Yeah. Me, you, not Mark. Mark's not in his 40s. Not my pet monster over here. He's in his 40s. It's an OG one right there. With this lineup, we only have 3 matches announced for Raw tonight.
3 matches.
3 matches. Now every Monday, those of you who are new to the show, subscribers are increasing on YouTube, and follow counts increase on Instagram. So we got some new folks. Every Monday, we go live. We play for when the bell tolls, and in this game, everyone makes a prediction of when they think the first bell will ring to start the first match on Monday Night Raw. We are working off of Eastern Standard Time because we are just outside of Cleveland. So everyone drop your guesses in the chat live on Instagram. I will say that my wife, Mindy, has already made her selection. She picked 8:27 p.m. And the rule state, whoever gets it right wins a prize. If my wife... Oh, man, it's 1:30 in the morning right now? Wow. See, time
what day is it?
Something crazy.
So,
you on wrestling, you're going to have to do the math of that and figure out what time it would be for you to guess whenever the first bell rings. My wife has picked 8:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If she is right, everyone who plays gets a prize. If Joe is right, Joe gets all his stuff I've received for him from sponsors over the last 2 years that I've not given him yet. I have all of it, just haven't gotten it to him. And if I'm right, nothing happens.
26.
So you got 8:26.
26.
You're undercutting your sister by 1 minute.
I got 1 minute. 1 minute. 26.
Oof. Trunks has taken 8:10.
Whoa, hold up. I like you, but you got I want you to double think before you say 8-10, man. Just double think. I'll give you some time to think this over with. So just let me get.
So,
I want you to just think about this.
and this is, I want to make sure I clarify, because we occasionally get other bells that happen during the beginning parts of Raw. Sometimes they would do a bell whenever the first person comes out. The bell that counts is the bell that signals the start of the very first match.
So, yeah.
Trunks
think about that.
Trunks is taking that 8-10.
Oh, I tried to help you, man.
It has been a while since we've had a winner. That's important. Now, I'm looking at this, and I think SmackDown had The Rock. They're going to cover that beginning of Raw. With that, I would imagine first promo. First promo will be probably Punk talking about The Rock. So you are wrestling. It says Raw starts at 4 a.m. for them there. So we'll work off of that. So your 4 a.m. is our 8 p.m.
God damn. Oh, sorry. Damn.
So whatever math that is, you can pick your bell time. I'll figure it out. Just give us the minutes. How many minutes do you think it'll take for them to ring the bell, and I'll put you in this. I think Mindy is probably darn close with that 8:27.
Mm-hmm.
If Jay starts to show, I mean, you got 10-minute intro right there happening. I'm going to go with 8:24. I do think, man, I'm tempted to go 8:28.
I was going to do the 8:28, but like, nah, I just got beat about a minute.
You know what? I'm going to go 8:28. Sorry, I'm taking 8:28. I'm going to go on the other side of my wife. I think it's going to be a little long, because I think they're going to give us a full rundown of what The Rock had to say. I think Penta may not win the triple threat tonight, but I don't think he takes the pin.
Oh, you went 31. You 31.
All right, View on Wrestling is taking 8:31. Man, that might be a good pick of a time.
Shipping and handling. Remember, shipping and handling going to cost a lot to get over there. So
all right, we'll figure it out. That might be a darn good time.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a darn good time. Joe, you got any additional predictions for Raw tonight?
No. But I do got one thing to say before we go. In all serious note, as a true wrestling fan and everything, I just want everybody to understand, male or female, do not go to a wrestler's house and deliver stuff. Just send it to their P.O. box. Don't go to their house and deliver mail, gifts, whatever.
Why? What happened?
Oh, a fan went to Rhea Ripley's house to deliver a note to her. An actual fan found where she stay at and delivered.
Oh, that's weird. That's a weird thing for someone to do.
Yes. So that's what happened. So a fan delivered mail and a package to her actual address for her to sign.
People gotta stop being weird, man.
And the same thing happened with Matt Cardona. A fan sent the card to Chelsea Green from another organization he was in and asked for him to sign it and mailed it back to him. And he kept the card. He didn't mail it back because he said that was creepy for fans to find.
That is creepy, man. Don't go looking for people's addresses. That shit's weird.
Yeah.
I don't even like the fans who wait at the airport and stuff, or the hotels for the wrestlers. That's not the place. If you can encounter them at the show, or you pay for a meet and greet, that's where you do that stuff. Let people live their life. That's not. I don't know. People invade people's privacy too much. I don't think if I see any of my favorites out somewhere outside of a wrestling space, I don't think I'd even approach them. Maybe say hello. I'm not asking for a picture and an autograph and all that. Hey, hi. How you doing? People, they're just people. Well, Oscar hire security service. Yeah, go to conventions. There's plenty of conventions where you can meet your favorite wrestlers. If you wanted something personalized, they all have a means for you to purchase an autograph. I mean, Joe's got a Roman Reigns and a CM Punk.
And I got Booker T, too.
Yeah.
Yep. And Scott Steiner, too, y'all.
You got Scott Steiner? I got Joe the Roman Reigns and the CM Punk, just saying. I got a Cody Rhodes autograph photo somewhere around here. Somewhere. Everyone, thank you for checking us out live on Instagram. If you're not live on Instagram, you're on YouTube or Spotify, congratulations. I remember to upload it. You always run that risk with me, so you should always follow us live on Instagram. You you get notified when we go live. You won't miss a show. See all the updates, all the opinions that I share, because I got plenty of them. But
Interesting. Okay.
Nice. Everyone, thank you for checking us out. We appreciate you guys. We will be back Wednesday. We will recap Monday Night Raw. We will recap NXT because Joe's definitely going to watch it. I might. And we will preview AEW Dynamite, see what they have planned. Raw is in Cincinnati tonight. Joe, I'm guessing you're not going?
I won't make it in time.
Yeah, me neither. NXT's in Cincinnati tomorrow night. You got time, start driving.
Yeah.
We aren't far. It's a 3-hour drive.
No.
All right, everyone. Thank you for checking us out. We appreciate you guys. We'll be back Wednesday. We're out.